Have you played through the main campaign of the Guild Wars 2 story? Or are you one of those PvP players that in over 12 years of the game have still not completed the story? I know you're out there. Big shame. Well, the information covered in this video might benefit both camps as we explore the Orders of Tyria. These orders being the Durmand Priory, the Order of Whispers, and the Vigil. So let's dive in, one at a time. The Vigil. Just by looking at the Vigil, you can probably guess what kind of an organization they are. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck. Only thing is, this so-called duck is a massive military superpower made up of the strongest warriors, weapon masters, and military strategists that the world has to offer. The Vigil's core belief is that only through a united army of all races, the Elder Dragons can be defeated, along with any other massive global threat. They prefer to face any threat directly head-on, because they believe those threats are only getting stronger with every passing day. The Vigil was founded by Almora Soulkeeper, who used to be a member of the Blood Legion. While on patrol with her warband, Kralkatorrik flew over them and branded her warband mates with his Crystal Storm. After being forced to kill her own warband, she became a Gladium, and then fell into a deep depression. Later she met Larenthir of the Wild, a second-born Sylvari, who convinced her to turn her life around and turn her depression into a global campaign against the Elder Dragons. The Vigil is active in every region of Tyria, but their headquarters, Vigil Keep, is located in Gandharan Fields. This is where all the soldiers operate out of. They plan missions and supply soldiers. The Vigil has many ranks of soldiers, and they're split into 3 different divisions. First is the Enlisted, which includes recruits, crusaders, and tacticians. Minor officers being sergeants and lieutenants. Finally, there's the master level, which includes captains and war masters like Forgel. Then there's the Grand War Master, Larenthir, who's second in command. And then the leader of the Vigil is General, which is Almora. Although personally, I've always thought Grand War Master sounded like the more impressive rank that should be the leader, but whatever. That's the Vigil. Next up is the Durmand Priory. If we have a brute force smash and destroy order, then we have to have an intelligent knowledge-based order to balance it out. The Priory is often called an order of scholars because they're dedicated to protecting and preserving the knowledge and lore of Tyria. But that's not to say they're useless when it comes to battle. The Priory believes that threats can be eliminated by using ancient knowledge of the past and applying their research to the present challenge. The Priory was named after its founder, Durmand, who was a Crichton historian. He made it his life goal to collect as much knowledge as he could and pass it on to the future generation. The Priory was founded before the Rising of Ore, so it actually predates the Vigil by around 200 years. The Priory scholars were even major contributors to the development of the new Crichton alphabet, and they encouraged all races and cultures to use it so they could better communicate. The Priory has ranks within them as well. They have novices, explorers, scholars, arcanists, magisters like Siren, then there's archons, and finally the steward, who's the leader of the order, currently Steward Gix. Oh yeah, and the Priory headquarters is probably the coolest looking one. It's located in Lornar's Pass, and it's just a massive fortress carved into the side of a mountain, and it goes way deep inside the mountain. The Hidden Arcana area is like way far down underground. It kind of gives Erebor vibes, you know, the big dwarf city inside the mountain from The Hobbit. I wonder if maybe that's what they based it off of. The final order is the oldest one, the Order of Whispers, which has been around since Guild Wars Nightfall. They were established by Tyria Asa, and they've been active ever since. Their original purpose was to keep watch over the tomb of Palawa Joko and ensure that he stayed sealed inside. Over time, they've grown significantly in ranks, and they've broadened their scope of operations. They've had a hand in many important events in history. They helped defeat War Marshal Varesh, they helped helped stop the Nightfall incident. They even aided in Cormyr's ascension to godhood. They've spread further beyond Alona, and now they're active all over Tyria, although they operate behind the scenes and in the shadows, so to speak. The Order has created a massive network of information from all over the world. There's not a lot that goes on that they don't know about. For example, before the Elder Dragon Awakening, they were the only ones who knew about Elder Dragon existence other than the dwarves. Their members are usually spies, agents, and thieves who fall into different ranks within the Order. New members are initiates who will eventually become agents once they're trusted. Then there are Lightbringers like Tybalt. There's creators, keepers, slayers. High-ranking members are preceptors like Doran or Halvora, and the leader is the Master of Whispers, whose identity is a very close-guarded secret. Not many people know who the Master is. Most of the Order doesn't even know who it is. Most of the time, only the other preceptors know who the Master is. Now, continuing with the theme of secrecy, we have to talk about their headquarters, the Chantry of Secrets, which is pretty much just a hidden underground cave network in Stormbluff Isle, where all the operations happen with whatever it is the Order gets up to these days. So there we have it. That's a basic rundown of the Orders of Tyria. I hope you made it this far in the video, and I hope you found it interesting. Hey, maybe you knew all this already, but if you didn't know, now you know.